Hey y'all, and welcome back to the Keep On Living podcast. This is season 1, episode 2 of our Get My Life Together series. And today we're talking about something real. Something real. Why nobody talks about the loneliness in our 20s.
Keep on living. Keep on living.
Let's get into it. Because listen, I wish someone would have told me that your 20s can be one of the loneliest times in your life. And not because you don't have people around you, but because everything is changing. People move, people grow apart, group chats get quiet, friendships shifts, schedules never line up, and suddenly you're in a weird space where you're just alone. And nobody really warned us about this part. There's this image that your 20s are supposed to be full of brunches, travel, and late nights with your besties. And while that might be true sometimes, the reality is a lot of us are trying to figure out who we are. In that journey, it gets quiet. I've had moments where I looked around and realized I didn't feel connected to anyone, even people I love. Not because there was drama, not because we fell out, but sometimes we're in two completely different seasons of our life, and that's not a bad thing, but it hurt. There are nights I've cried in silence, days I sat in my room wondering if anyone would notice if I disappeared for a few weeks, moments where I needed a hug but didn't know who to call. That's the kind of loneliness we don't post about. But it's real. And you're not weird or broken or dramatic for feeling it. Let's talk about those lonely nights. You know the ones I'm talking about. When you're scrolling, watching everyone post group pics, vacations, my girl forever captions, and you're just like laying there in the bed, in the dark, phone on your chest, feeling like nobody even remembers you exist. It's like your heart hurts, but you don't even have the words for it. So you overthink. You replay conversations and convince yourself you're hard to love. Too much or not enough. In the silence, it gets loud. Real loud. I've had those nights. I've cried on the floor. I begged God to just give me a sign that I'm not visible. And in those moments, I realized loneliness isn't always a punishment. Sometimes it's preparation. Sometimes it's protection. Sometimes the universe clearing the space because something deadlines, the pressure. So how do we overcome that isolation?
Also, I'm keeping up
Here's
my
what
friends,
I'm learning.
nurturing
Not
my
master,
circle,
but
checking up on my people and learning that quality matters way
Be
more
honest
than
about
quantity.
it. You don't have to pretend. Text a friend and say, hey, I'm feeling kind of off tonight. Journal it. Say it out loud. You release the power of loneliness when you stop hiding it. 2, build micro connections. You might not have the full village yet, and that's okay. Start with small things. Your classmate you've never really talked to, or the girl you always like post but never DM. Open yourself to connections, even if it starts small. 3, create a routine that holds you. Loneliness feels worse when you're just floating through the air. Try adding some structure. Wake up and make your bed. I know I don't do that, but y'all should try it. Play your favorite playlist. Go for a walk with no destination. Make your life feel like it matters, even when no one's watching. 4, pour into yourself. Take a solo trip, light a candle, and take yourself on a journal date. Practice affirmations. I am worthy of connection. I am not forgotten. This season is building me. Y'all, come on. Y'all can do it. 5, don't wait to feel better to do better. Now, did you hear me? Don't wait to feel better to do better. Sometimes you got to move even when you feel stuck. Apply to that program. Show up for that event alone. Start that business. Go to therapy. And you're not too lonely to grow. You're just in transition. The loneliness will not last forever. You will find your people. You will feel seen again. You will feel held again. But until then, hold yourself. Wrap your arms around your own soul. Be your own safe space. And know that God, the universe, whatever you believe in, it's not done with you. You're still becoming. You're still growing. And most importantly, you're still living. If this touched you in any way, send it to someone else who might be sitting in silence. Let's make somebody feel not alone in their lonely season. And remember, you matter. You're not behind and you're never alone. So, honey, keep on living. But here's what I learned, y'all. This is what I really learned. 1, loneliness doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It often means you're outgrowing old environments and growing into yourself. 2, it's okay to miss people who are no longer aligned with your journey. That doesn't make you weak. That makes you human. And 3, sometimes God isolates you to elevate you. That season of quiet is sacred. It's where healing happens. 4, you don't have to be strong all the time. It's okay to say, I feel alone right now. That's strength too. I'm telling y'all, that's strength too. If you're listening to this and you're in a lonely season, I see you. You're visible and not forgotten. And this season won't last forever. Use this time to pour into yourself. Start that project. Pray out loud. Take yourself on dates. Go to therapy. Write. Rest. Be still. Because when the next chapter opens, and trust me, y'all, it will, you understand why this chapter had to be quiet. You are becoming. And sometimes becoming looks like being alone. But you're never truly alone. Not while you're still breathing. Not while you're still living. This is the Keep On Living podcast. And this was episode 2, Why Nobody Talks About the Loneliness in Your 20s. So wherever you are right now, in your room, in your car, on a walk, or just deep in your thoughts, know this. You are still worthy. You are still loved. You are still growing. And most of all, keep on living. Repeat that with me, y'all. You are still worthy. You are still loved. And you are still growing. And most of all, keep on. No, I'm just kidding. Bye, y'all.